Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Don't Blame the Movies. With me, as always, is my lovely, funny co-host, Dooney. Say hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm funny. That's awesome.
I'm kind of laughing because we're trying to... So each week we discuss who starts off the episode first. And I was like, I started last week. We didn't check, but I just said, fine, I'll do it. And your excuse was, how did you put it? You're not wrong.
I just said, I'm not saying that you're right, but I'm not wrong.
Exactly. So I think we'll have to go back later after this, and we will figure out who is the right person. Now, just a kind of another sidetrack note. Again, we were supposed to have a special guest. Unfortunately, again, due to technical difficulties, he's unable to join us. Just because obviously he doesn't live anywhere near us. He's actually on your side of the world. But
well, wait, it's not my side of the world. He's even far away from me too. So.
Well, okay, so he's further away from both of us. But sadly, he did come on social media and said that like his internet, everything's been down. So he's been having some technical difficulties. So at some point he will join us. Not sure when, but when he gets back in touch with us, it'll be great to have him back, you know? So hopefully all that gets sorted out. And definitely miss the guy.
Yeah, let's hope he comes on our podcast this year. So fingers crossed.
Definitely like miss picking on him. Just kidding. Kidding.
No, you're not kidding. You're serious. I know, because I miss picking on him as well. Or like letting him defend my honor against you, because you're always picking on me as well. So yeah.
The funny thing is, I don't know if he knows that we like. He's got to know that we joke around all the time, because like he always thinks, I don't know, it always comes off that he thinks that I'm like mean to you all the time, but really it's like it's a give and take thing. Like you give it to me and I give it to you. We both take it because we know we're joking. It's like a 50-50 thing. So
it's not true. She's lying. She's so mean when the podcast is off. You have no idea.
You're such a jerk. At least I don't have to hide behind a podcast. I tell the truth, unlike you, sir.
I can tell you the whole myth of Canadians being friendly and everything. It's a lie.
It is not a lie.
They are so mean. Especially when they're driving. This road rage is insane.
Oh my god. Okay. You've heard me talk when I'm driving, and the extent of a road rage is not that bad. It's green, move! With some choice words.
It's always funny when I say, oh my god, he can't drive. Oh, look, a puppy. Oh.
I do. I get distracted by puppies, and I might get distracted because I am doing the podcast today outside, because it is a beautiful day here. So you might hear kids playing in the background. Those are my neighbors.
Yeah, and when the kids are playing too loud, you probably hear Nicole's nice personality when she shouts over the fence, "Shut the fuck up!"
I never do that. Okay, again. I did tell you one time I was sleeping after midnight, and the mom was screaming and the kids were screaming, and I thought I dreamt it and yelled at them to shut the F up. And then it was quiet. And then I woke up hours later and I was like, did I really do that? I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, kids will be kids, right? They're playing, they're having fun.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, and I also said if it gets too windy, too noisy out here, I'll go back inside. But as of right now, me and my 2.5 dogs are sitting outside.
Oh, now you finally acknowledge that the half dog is yours as well. That's awesome.
No, the funny thing is...
You said your 2.5 dogs, so yay.
Well, because you call them that. But the funny thing is, my mom... I guess her dog got a cut the other day, and she was here, and she was like, oh, he looks like a rat. And I was like, he is a rat. I walked away. He's cute, though. A little shithead, but Anyway, we need to start talking about our movies because we're getting way
Oh, yeah,
sidetracked.
right. Movies.
So, did you want to talk about? Okay, so we had 2 new movies that came out this week.
Yes. Let's talk about them.
Okay, so Quiet Place, we won't really talk about because you haven't seen it yet. I'll just say that he did it again, and I absolutely loved it. And all I'm going to say is I didn't find it as quiet as the first one. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Because I remember the first time I saw it with Polly Pocket. It was actually funny. I think, so the guy in front of us in the theater, I don't think he realized it was going to be that quiet of a movie. He brought in food, like, from the outside. So he had, like, a bag of chips. And you could hear him in front of us slowly trying to open the bag of chips. And we're like, just tear it like a Band-Aid. Just do it. Like, and when he was trying to eat the chips, he was, like, looking around because it was, like, a crunch. Because remember the first one, how quiet it was?
Yeah.
This one was really good. Well done. And, you know what, I'm not going to say any spoilers or anything, but definitely give it a shot. I know there's, like, obviously everybody has their opinions, right? But I enjoyed it. So when you get the chance, I can't wait to hear what you say about it.
Yeah, I will check it out as soon as possible. Because I really liked the first one as well. I mean, it still had some minor flaws, but it was a pretty good and entertaining movie.
And I think he did such a great job as a director. Like, the husband and wife team, they did such a great job. And, like, same thing again with this one, but we'll discuss it later when you finally watch it. So the second movie that came out, I absolutely love and didn't think it was gonna. I was, like, iffy about it when I saw a preview. Was Cruella.
Same. I was like, I don't know. It looks too much of Joker to me, to be honest. And I didn't enjoy Joker this much. But it was good.
I liked the Joker because it was, like, a different take, because it's, like, mental health and stuff. But anyway, we'll talk about Cruella. But I grew up like everybody else and absolutely loved Disney and loved 101 Dalmatians. I used to watch it over and over again. So when I saw about this Cruella movie, I was like, when I saw the trailer, it was iffy because I didn't really, like, I love Emma Stone, but I was like, I don't know, her accent, everything threw me off. But I always go in with, like, you know, like, at least, like, not high expectations. Sometimes I do. So I went in and I watched it, and honestly, it's not what I expected. I loved it. I felt it's not a Disney movie. And the music was amazing for this movie. Like, it's not like a musical like your normal Disney movies. Like, the music, like, the soundtrack that they used was great. Her acting, even her accent didn't bug me.
Yeah, I get that.
It was like, it was a revenge story, and, like, how she became who she is, you know, with the whole Dalmatian thing, and just, but it also, if you think about it, it's like it's a revenge story, but you get, like, a piece of insanity from her.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you slowly see her falling apart.
Oh yeah. No, but I really enjoyed it as well, because I honestly did not know what to expect from this movie. Yeah. And I don't think either it's like this typical kids Disney movie. It's more like a Disney movie for teens, I'd say. Because it has some, well, not super serious topics, but there are some things that are a little bit much for kids, I'd say. And it reminded me a lot of Ocean's 8 and stuff like this, like heist movies.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And after you mentioned it, I noticed it as well. The soundtrack was amazing. Because,
I know.
Like you, I'm always a sucker for 70s and 80s rock and music. So, yeah, it was great.
I know. I absolutely loved it. I even loved when she goes in that shop and she meets that fashion designer and, like they become buddies. I freaking love it. I will watch this movie over and over again. And Emma Stone did amazing.
Oh, yeah, she was pretty good.
I love her acting in general. I think she always does great. But like I said, I was iffy about her accent. But the good news is about this movie is her accent comes and goes. So she actually has like her normal accent, and
Yeah.
it's like she's living that dual life where she's this sweet, innocent Estella, and then Cruella is the other side of her, which is like this cruel, that obnoxious accent, that laugh. So like I said, you as you're watching, you're kind of slowly seeing her slip and break into like some kind of like this mental sanity, and like what she does to her friends, and like I love that they had Horace and Jasper in it too.
Yeah. And I just want to say, as Cruella, just so everyone knows what you're talking about with accent, she sounds a little bit posh, like
Yes.
British, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like
Like
this. It's hard
like
to
this
explain, but yeah, this nose up
like
and
this
everything.
overly obnoxious rich snob.
Yeah, exactly. But in a funny way.
Yes, and like the cast of this movie was amazing. Like Emma Thompson, I love Emma Thompson, and she did such a great job.
Oh yeah, both of us did a great job.
And Mark Strong, I love him. I love him in so many movies, and like even if he's just like that background character, I just love how he's in there. And then what a lot of people don't know is you actually get to meet Anita Darling in this when they're both young.
Oh yeah, right. I totally forgot about this. Yeah.
Yeah, which I absolutely love because you're just like, oh, I didn't expect her to be in it, but I think they were like childhood classmates or something. I can't remember if that's what the story goes, but yeah.
They were, yeah.
So I can't remember. I want to like rewatch. And yes, there are Dalmatians in it, but it's not what you guys think. It's not like 101 Dalmatians where she's going after her to kill them.
This is really just a backstory for Cruella. Like Dalmatians are only here for reference, more or less. So yeah.
I have to admit, I liked her dog though, Buddy. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Was that his name, Buddy? And then the little rat, Wink.
Wink. Oh, he was so adorable.
And then the 3 Dalmatians, which were all assholes, might we add. So, but I absolutely loved it. And I think parents might like get this for their kids to watch, and they're probably going to think it's going to be just like 101 Dalmatians, and it's not anything near it. So,
like I said, it's more like a teens movie, so it's not really for kids.
No, but I loved it. So.
Oh yeah, it is pretty entertaining. Like I didn't expect much, but I was having a very good time watching this movie. So yeah, I just can recommend it.
I know, like, because obviously we have that time difference, you and I, right? So like, you get up morning your time, and it's like late my time, and you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I just finished watching A Quiet Place. Now I'm watching Cruella." And I don't think I finished till almost 4:35 a.m. our time, and I was like, "Whoa, I should go to bed." But I work a lot of midnight, so I'm used to being up that late anyway. So.
Oh yeah, and this movie is like I think 2 hours long exactly.
Yeah, and it was worth it. There were some parts they could have cut out. That was like,
but this is another thing why it's not a kids movie, because I don't think you can get your kids to watch this movie for 2 hours.
No. So anyway, let's actually move on to our movie list now.
Before we move to our movie list, I have a special funny thing for you too.
Oh God, what? Woosa.
Oh yes.
Did I say it right? Woosa.
Woosa. Yes. And I thought, since we are doing watch parties as well soon. So,
for the love of God, what are you doing to me?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Wait. We don't do this as a regular thing. We do this whenever we feel like doing it. And we decided to watch bad movies and good movies, so it's a little balanced. And I just thought I want to want you to give me a number between 1 and 80.
13, my lucky number.
What's your lucky number?
13.
13, okay. Because now what I'm gonna do is I'll get up this movie we are going to watch in our watch party next.
Oh God, what are you doing to me?
Skip to minute 13 and let you watch 1 minute of it, just you know what's coming towards you.
Right now?
Right now. Like I said, only 1 minute, like minute 13 to 14, without context or anything.
This is on our... Where am I looking?
Wait, I just prepare everything. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's the 13th minute of our upcoming movie from director Neil Breen called Fateful Findings.
Who gives you these movies?
I found them on the internet.
I love how you're Googling or giggling about it.
You're a nurse, so this should be very, very interesting to see.
No, because that's wrong. That's
Really?
not how that works. That's not how that works for an IV. Really? Just a straw taped to somebody's arm?
Explain
Think of the
this.
stuff. No, what is going on with his face?
Well, he has
A mask?
bandages over it.
No. Oh my God, and it's that thick? That looks like a pad on his face. I'm sorry, did Always Wink sponsor this? I can't. You're gonna make me watch this?
Oh yes. It's going to be the best thing ever. Well, for me.
Is this a woman?
I just want to say he has very feminine hands.
Yes.
I'm not sure if they are his hands.
My hands are very small. Oh my God, now I got that song stuck in my head. My hands are small, I know. Don't ask me to sing.
I ran. Sorry.
What is happening? Okay, so here, okay. So he had the nasal cannula in his where his nose is not.
Sexy butt
And
shot.
I'm gonna laugh so much if that's a dude and you just said that.
It is a dude.
Oh. And what was I gonna say? It was a cute butt.
Wait, scene is over soon. Wait.
There's carpet on the floor in a hospital? No. He's dead.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay, now we are back to podcast again. So, I hope you enjoyed what you saw.
I don't even know what to think anymore.
Too bad there was no dialogue in this scene, but you're going to be amazed.
Hey.
Hey, listen, hey.
Lose my number.
But I can still contact you on IG and everything, so yeah.
This account no longer exists.
Blocked again. Oh.
And you're gonna call me out just like the other people.
Of course. I always call stupid people out. For blocking me.
Are you calling me stupid?
And do you block me?
No, but if I did,
Then
it would be
not.
the smartest thing.
No, because you miss out on so many things, like having fun, watching bad movies. Yeah, that's basically it, but you're missing out on very much fun.
Yeah, paybacks are a bitch. Alright, I think we should talk about our movies now.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited for watching this movie with you then.
No. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, since you started a podcast, I let you do the order in which we discuss the movies. So feel free to start with our first movie.
Our first movie on the list, which we are finally talking about, because how long have we been doing this podcast now? How long have we been recording?
20
Only
minutes.
about 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, after 20 minutes, we are now talking about the movies on the list. So we are officially on number 1, Near Dark.
Near Dark.
Oh.
Wait, I have to look at my notes because this was a first time watch for me.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. What did you think? Then I will let you open up, young man.
Well, like I said, I did not know anything about this movie and I barely know it existed, so I went in completely blindly. And one thing I instantly noticed was Bill Paxton is always great playing a psycho or a lunatic.
I love him.
He is
Continue.
so amazing. I love him. He's always this like taunting little shithead psycho lunatic kind of guy. It's awesome.
Yes.
I think we talked about it briefly, or you mentioned it that this was about vampires, so I knew this. What I did not know was that it had like this let's call it this westernish setting or feeling to it. Like not western like a movie western with cowboys and stuff, but like let's say a little bit like what's it called, the Devil's Rejects.
Yes.
Like the style is a little bit westernish.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And
I get what you're saying.
What surprised me as well was that Lance Henriksen was in this as well. Because
yes.
Obviously, yeah, it was the 80s and he was a very big thing back then in the horror genre, like Aliens or Pumpkinhead and stuff like this. And then I think we talked about this in interview with a vampire. I think it was interview with a vampire. Is at the beginning very strong. You have this morality question when, oh god, I forgot his name, Caleb.
Yeah,
Caleb got turned into a vampire, but he refuses to kill people to drink blood, basically. And this is like the same morality question. Would you kill people to survive as a vampire? Let's put it this way.
Well, like if you think about it, in most vampire movies, that's like actually the main, like there's always like everybody's like, you gotta kill people to survive. Then you got that one wuss that's like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. I mean, like if I was in that situation, let's just say I know a couple of assholes. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Am I? I don't know. I think it would be hard for anybody at first to adjust to that. And I think after a while, you just kind of like forget it and like all that. Because like really, if you're a vampire, all your humanity goes out the window, right? Your inhumane side goes out. It's just, but I don't know. Like I said, I know a bunch of assholes. Well, kidding.
I always thought, well, the easiest solution would be like kill a hooker or a drug addict or something like this, you know, like.
No, you don't want to do that because you don't know where they've been, and like sometimes their necks aren't clean.
Yeah, this is a thing I thought about as well while watching the movie. Like,
but also think if you kill a drug addict, right? I'm not saying all drug addicts. But think about it, you don't know what they're putting in their system. You don't want to drink that. You want to drink nice, fresh, prime blood.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to say when I was directing a vampire movie like this and I had a main character struggle with should I kill or should I not kill. I would take away this option from him by saying like blood from hookers or drug addicts is basically bad for vampires as well because of diseases and whatnot. And the best blood to drink is pure blood, like from, let's call it, virgins or even kids. So this makes basically the bigger
Watch out versions.
No, this basically this is basically the bigger issue than with the main character. Like, okay, I want to live, but I don't want to kill like kids or young innocent people, you know.
I was just gonna say, watch out virgins. When Judy becomes a vampire.
Yeah, your blood is mine. You're pure.
He's coming. He's coming for you.
I know this sounds mean, but I think to find virgins nowadays is really tough.
Ouch.
Well, it's society, let's be honest. Nowadays,
well, I'm sure it wouldn't be hard right now because of COVID, so.
Well, yeah.
So back to the movie. Love Bill Paxton, the late Bill Paxton. Always loved him,
yes,
and you know, gone too young from our lives. I
just remembered they both played in Aliens.
Yeah, they do.
I just remembered that Bill Paxton played in Aliens as well, like Lance Henriksen.
So, my thing is, because this is your first watch, what did you rate this movie?
Well, since I was entertained and the whole vampire thing was pretty, let's call it, okay with the Western style, it was a little bit different. So I gave it a 7 out of 10.
So did I.
Oh, awesome.
Because, you know, I still love it. Like, I still loved it, but as vampire movies go, you know I love The Lost Boys, so.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right. Do you want to hear what our next movie is on the list?
Yes, please.
Next on the list is a man who had a terrible accident and now takes revenge on people's children in their dreams. Who is this person? His face is burnt. He has a claw hand.
It's Nosferatu.
Who are we talking about? Wrong.
Oh.
It's a Nightmare on Elm Street. It's our boy Freddy Krueger.
Of course it is.
Now, this is a classic.
Can I stop you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Because I know you're a little bit older than me and you forget things. But we already talked about the Nightmare on Elm Street on Horrormovies with A.
I know.
Oh,
I know,
okay.
we did.
I thought you forgot because you started again like, oh yeah, this is a classic. I was like, this sounds familiar.
And you know what's funny? I don't even know if I remember what I rated it on that on that episode.
Well, I don't remember the rating as well because I didn't listen to it. I only remembered we had it as A.
Yep.
Yeah, we can still talk about it. Like, yeah.
We'll just do a quick talk about it. Okay. It's a classic. I love it. I like Freddy Krueger, but like I've mentioned before, he's not my top slasher, you know, like in that genre. We all know who I love, Jason, right?
I think you used the exact same words back in the very first podcast. So if you're interested in our extended thoughts about A Nightmare on Elm Street, then go to Horrormovies with A and we talk about this a little bit longer.
I don't remember my rating, but the rating I gave it here was a 9.
Yeah.
Like I was like borderline 8-9, so I don't remember what I gave it on the first episode. And I went back and looked at my notes, and there's nothing written there. Of course, I didn't write it there. Of course, I didn't. Wrote it on every other movie, but that one.
I think I can't remember my rating as well, but it should be a 9 or a 10. But I think it was a 9 as well.
You know what's actually funny, because I flipped back. My makeup ideas for October popped up. I was like, oh yeah, I wrote that down.
Oh, and if you flip back very, very far, like very far, you can read somewhere in the distant, "End card."
Oh yeah, it does say that on every page. All right, well I guess we're skipping on to the next movie then.
Well,
shall we?
Shall we just go on to a new nightmare then, or a new nightmare? Because it's obviously a Freddy movie as well.
You might as well. It's there. It's the 4th on the list, so let's go into it. I'm just gonna throw this out here. Just like, you know, you watch like the Halloween movies, the Jason movies, any of those movies, they're all kind of like the more you get into it, the more ridiculous they become.
Yeah.
So, this is not one that I really care much for, to be honest.
What? But
Yeah.
for me, it was like the seventh movie of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Was one of the better ones because Wes Craven was on board again.
I like that he was on board again. Yes.
And B, I liked already. It's like this little meta tone, like this. There was Wes Craven in the movie playing himself. There was Heather Langenkamp in this movie playing herself. You know what I mean? It was basically the movie and the movie.
And you have that little boy who's like in every. If you notice, he's like in every horror movie, and I think his name's like. I'm probably not pronouncing it right. It's like Miko Hughes, and he plays in like every horror movie. It's a kid.
Okay, I don't know his name.
Yeah, I think it's like, I'm probably not, like I said, pronouncing it right. It's like Miko. Miko Hughes. And like he's been in, like he was even in Pet Sematary. Like as a young actor, exactly. He's done a very good job. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and fun fact, in this movie there is a scene where they had an earthquake. This was actually a real earthquake that took place. So they just had this earthquake. They grabbed the cameras, put it outside, and filmed. So, like, what you see in the movie is a real earthquake.
Anything for Hollywood.
Yeah. No, but I liked it this time more because, well, the body count wasn't as high again.
Yeah.
As in the previous movies. It was a little bit more serious. It wasn't as goofy as, for example, the sixth movie, which was, I don't know, weird shit. It was a little bit more. It felt like Freddy felt more menacing, more dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he felt again like a threat and not like a jokester.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, that's what I find like more towards like in a lot of the episodes, a lot of the movies that as they go on, I don't find him more as a threat. I just find him to be hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ridiculous.
Like I said, it was the same for me at 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and so on. But at 7 he went back to being, I'm not joking, I'm here for killing you. So, okay. Hello.
Hello. So, what would you rate it?
I gave this movie an 8 out of 10.
Oh, that's a lot higher than me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, the Freddy fans will judge over you.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
You will burn in hell.
Will I?
Probably.
Will I?
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe. Hold on. I should have brought my book. I did have my book. I just decided to sit on the grass next to my dog, and I didn't bring my book. I gotta go back to grab it. So our next movie that we are discussing, which was supposed to be before New Nightmare, is Night of the Living Dead.
Ooh, the classic zombie movie from George Romero.
Of course. You know what? This isn't a first watch for you. Please tell me it's not.
Of course not.
Hi, Bubba. That's Jax. Okay, so I absolutely love this movie. It's like, I get it. It's not your typical zombie movie. The makeup is pretty cheese. It's not, because like, well, I get it. They're freshly, but then again, if you think about it, they're freshly dead, so they're not going to be all like mangled and like rotting, right? So they're still freshly dead. But like the whole time when you watch this movie is hilarious. Is that these zombies are intelligent? Like, I know to pick up a rock to smash a window. I know how to open a door. But I love it. You know, I think it's awesome, and it's new, right? So this was a movie. It came out in the 60s, right?
I think
1968.
Yeah, I just want to say it was 68. Yeah, but I think what's making this movie very special as well is that it is one of the first, if not the first, zombie movie.
It is, because if you think about it, zombies have not been around that long. Because, like, you look like at Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, the Mummy, like go on and on with all these, and these guys have been around for years. The zombies are more of a new age kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like I absolutely love it. I get it, like when you're used to watching like Walking Dead or any other, like, I know I'm just using zombie stuff, or the recent one, Army of the Dead. Don't get me started on that one. But you see these zombies and they're faster and they're decaying and the makeup, because it's evolved over the years, whereas this is like looking at your very first, like, the undead walking. Yeah. So, and I honestly, I always love that line. They're coming to get you, Bob.
Yeah, I always love this reference in Shaun of the Dead as well, when they're like calling Shaun's mom, and Eddie's like, "We're coming to get you, Barbara."
I love that.
It's so amazing.
I love it.
But back to the movie. For me, I mean, it was like the horror. Let's call it horror zombie boom was very popular around the 70s and kind of the 80s. Then it went a little bit back, and then I think around the early 2000s it started again, and then with Walking Dead it exploded again. And nowadays, to be honest, I can't really watch zombie movies anymore.
You can't what, sir? You cut it.
I can't really watch zombie movies anymore because they're so exhausting to me, because I think the market is so full of zombie movies everywhere, with The Walking Dead being in the, I don't know, 11th season, and
you know what? I actually felt the same way. I'm not gonna lie, because like in the beginning when they started bringing out like zombie, like more and more zombies, so you got like the remakes, and then they brought out Shaun of the Dead, and I was like, oh, I'm actually like really loving zombies.
Oh wait, stop! Now you cut out.
And then you kind of start watching it, and I started liking it.
Stop!
And then after a while, I was like,
stop! You cut out. You have to repeat everything again.
Okay. So there's a point where, like, you know, I loved zombies, and, you know, like, you had the remakes, and then you have, like, Shaun of the Dead, and then they start off the show Walking Dead, and you're like, oh, this is really cool. And kind of just to, like, back up to kind of give a shout out to my coworker, he's, like, a big zombie person, and it was kind of funny. We were at work one day, and one of my coworkers was like, you know, if a zombie apocalypse ever happens, because everybody gets in that discussion, if a zombie apocalypse happens, what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. She was like, I would go with Nicole because I think I'd have a better chance of surviving. And he was so offended. He was like, I would survive too. So it's like an inside joke now every time we see him. Like, hey, Rob, I'd beat you in a zombie apocalypse. But anyway, to kind of get back to, so then, like, with Walking Dead, I found it ended up becoming kill. Like, I liked it in the beginning, and I watched it. I still continue to watch it because I was totally Team Negan all the way through, and people hated me for it, but now people love Negan. But long story short, honestly, yeah, I always root for the villain. We always know this, right?
Yep.
But I find it's so overkill now that when I go to watch a zombie movie, I'm like, so, like, when they brought out Army of Dead, I was like, well, this is a good movie, let's watch it. And I was like, this sucked. Okay. It sucked. So I know I totally, like, went off track.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even bother to watch Army of the Dead now, so yeah. Maybe I will at some point, but I have no rush for doing so.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fun one-time watch, but some of it, even while you're watching, is like, this sucks. But the makeup was pretty cool, I'll give them that. And there was, like, some characters I was like, why are you in that? So, like, the daughter, I don't understand it, but anyway.
Yeah, I
don't
understand it either, because I haven't seen the movie, so yeah.
To kind of get back on track, zombie movies are overkill for me, but this movie will always be a classic regardless, and I'll still watch it. when
Yeah,
I'm bored.
and the ending is like a typical American way of life ending because the black guy gets shot by white guys. So yeah.
Yeah, true that. So, what would you rate Night of the Living Dead?
I gave it a 10 out of 10, of course, because like it's Night of the Living Dead. Why do we even discuss it?
I gave it a 9 out of 10. The rat was trying to chew on my headphone cord. Sorry. Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Okie dokie then.
Mm-hmm. All right, so ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready for the next one.
Next. I had like a bit of an accent there. And the next movie on our list is Nightbreed.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen this before, or is this a first watch for you?
This was a first watch for me as well.
And what did you think of it, young man?
Well, this was some weird shit. The funny
really?
Thing, yeah. Because the funny thing is, I mean, when I looked up for the poster to post it on Instagram, I don't... huh?
Sorry. I'm sure you got the dark dogs barking. Go ahead.
Yeah. When I looked it up, I briefly went over the wiki page, and it said 2 hours and 20 minutes. Or 25 minutes. I was like, oh wow, that's a long movie. Then then I started the movie, and it was only 2 hours long, and I was like, wait, what's wrong with this movie? Why is it only 2 hours long? So first I had to do a little bit research, because there are 3 versions of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the theatrical cut with around 100 minutes. Then there is the director's cut with 120 minutes, and the Cabal cut with 145 minutes.
I just watched the main one. That's it.
Yeah, I thought about watching the Cabal cut, but when I did a little bit research, they said it's not really worth it, because the aspect ratio and the quality really is not as much consistent, because you have like Blu-ray quality, and then because of the old scenes you only have VHS quality. And so this is, for me, it is annoying to watch a movie like this. There's always skipping between qualities and aspect ratio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went with the director's cut with the 2 hour long version of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, so like the main one.
Yeah. And like I said, it's a little bit weird, because I did not know what to expect. So I only knew it was from Clive Barker.
Uh-huh.
First thing I noticed, Brad Dourif, like the voice of Chucky, and David Cronenberg are in this movie. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
so,
yeah,
you thought the movie overall though was weird.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a violent fantasy movie. It's not necessarily horror in this particular for me. It's more like a fantasy movie gone rogue. I don't know, with more gore and stuff like this. Well, not gore, but more blood.
Well, you gotta feel bad for the main character, right? Because the psychiatrist is actually the killer, and this main character is like his scapegoat.
Yeah, I mean, as well, yeah.
And I loved like how they're like the different variations of the monsters, like the different makeup looks, and I think that's so awesome. Like as a kid watching this, I'm like, oh god, this is terrifying, but because it's like a whole city of monsters, right?
I can't. Well, not cities, like the cemetery of monsters. They
only have
the cemetery.
No, but listen, but it's like an underground city.
Yeah, but it's still only...
Shush.
Shush.
Shush. I'm right, you're wrong. Yes, it's in a cemetery, but it's underground.
Let's
so it's like
agree to disagree.
Let's agree that I'm right. I'm right.
I'm not wrong.
But I like this movie. It's not a movie that I'll sit down and watch. Like, hey, I feel like watching Nightbreed. It's like once in a blue moon. So I haven't watched it in a long time. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it another watch because I haven't watched it in years. So
yeah. And the design of the, let's call it the monsters, it reminded me a little bit of Hellraiser, to be honest. Well,
funny that you say that. You know he's in it, right?
Who?
Pinhead's in it. You know that, right?
Really?
The actor.
He was?
Yeah, he was in it.
Okay, I did not see that, no.
I forget which character he was, but yeah, he was in it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but I thought, well, Hellraiser came before this because Hellraiser was, I think, 87 and Nightbreed was 1990. So I think there was quite a little bit, well, and it's from Clive Barker as well, so yeah, of course there's a little bit inspiration from it. But I liked the creature or monster design, so yeah.
I wasn't convinced with the main actor's design, creature design, because really in reality, I'm like, he's like, don't look at me like I'm gross and horrible. No, you got lines all over your face, bud. You still look hot.
Yeah.
You don't look horribly disfigured. You're okay. You know what we can do with that? We can throw on some concealer, some foundation, some little fillers, and you're good. We got you.
Okay, Miss Makeup.
You still look great. You still look great with your shirt off. That's all that matters. With all these lines. So yeah.
Okay.
Did you get what I just texted you?
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, Doug Bradley was in it. Yeah, right.
Yep. So yeah. So anyway, because this is the first time watch for you, what did you rate this?
I gave this movie a 6 out of 10.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What did you rate it?
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I gave it a 7. So it's not that bad. It's not that far off.
Yeah, we're like, with our ratings, we are, well, most of the time on the same page. Except
for when it comes to Midsommar.
When you are wrong, like Midsommar or Lighthouse. But
can I just go off track? Okay, so one of my very good friends and followers on Instagram sent me a message yesterday, and he was enjoying his weekend, and he was wearing a Midsommar shirt. Actually, it's the very one that you ordered, and I think he, like, obviously, like I said, it's their holiday weekend. He was just having fun, and whatever he was like, it was that shirt and a bunch of other stuff. So you can tell he had a few. But anyway, I was like, hey, nice shirt. And then he's like, don't you hate that movie? Like, people know I hate this movie. And I said, yeah. I said, but funny thing is, I actually own one of those t-shirts, but mine is the blue one. And I said, even though I hate Midsommar, I do think it's very pretty, and I like the t-shirt. I know it's very weird. So, and his response to me was, I appreciate your compliment. So yeah. So it's actually the same t-shirt that you ordered, the tie-dye one that you should be getting, right? Soonish?
Yeah, I think it was pre-order because it was a restock, so they're not shipped yet, so it will take a while.
Yeah. But you'll get it, and you can wear it. You know what? If you want, just for you, I will do a collaboration with you for this photo.
Yeah, nice. I'm not going into a bear suit for a collaboration, by the way.
Why the fuck not? Why not?
Because I don't want to burn to death. Sorry for the Midsommar spoilers. We should put this.
But I am the May Queen. We know this because my birthday's in May. So really, I'm the May Queen.
Yeah, but your name is not Danny, so. Huh.
No, you're not. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so let us continue on to the next movie. And the next movie, are you excited for it?
Yes.
The next movie has a man who's been in several horror movies, and we all grow to love him. And this movie has a line that everybody knows. To quote the movie, and you absolutely love this line, and a lot of people do.
Oh, it's Nosferatu again. Oh, okay, it's Night of the Creeps.
What did you think it was?
Nosferatu.
You guessed wrong. Thrill me.
Yeah, I knew it. Because it has Tom Atkins in it, and he is just the best.
I know. You know what's crazy? Okay, so like, I was seeing last weekend, I guess they had like this little con thing going on because of the US now. They're opening and they're living their lives and they're enjoying it, which is awesome. And like, a bunch of people I follow and that follow me, they went and they met him. I still haven't met him yet. And it was like, oh, like, I heard he's like the nicest guy to meet. And like, kind of jealous, but not really. More like I was happy for them all, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I'm like, we're not open yet. Like, we still can't buy underwear. And I was like, they're opening, thriving, and living, and that's awesome. But it was still great to see all their photos. And I'm like, one day when things return back to normal in Ontario.
And just to throw in famous quotes here, I will quote Nicole from, I think it was 2 podcasts earlier, underwear is not essential.
It wasn't. Although it was kind of funny because yesterday I was in line at the grocery store and the man turns in front of me and he turns and he goes, when did this happen? And I looked and there was a section that they normally have tape off because we can't buy anything but groceries because underwear is not essential, any clothes, everything. And I looked and the tape's gone. And I'm like, when did this happen? And he was like, I don't know. He's like, does this mean we're going to open? I'm like, I hope so. We were chit-chatting for a bit and he was telling me, long story short, he has a cottage in the US and we can't cross over because our border is closed. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, but we're eventually we're going to get there again. We all are. The whole world is.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Got to think positive. Anyway,
and with with all the vaccinations rolling out and more people getting vaccinated, it shouldn't take this long anymore, I hope.
But he's definitely a guy I'd like to meet, Tom. So Night of the Creeps is my favorite pick for the week. And what do you say about this movie? I love it. I think it's hilarious. It's ridiculous. I love like the lines. Yeah, like thrill me, or like the other line, good news, girls, your dates are here. The bad news, they're dead.
I think this scene was the very first thing I saw from this movie before I actually saw it.
Oh, it caught your attention, eh?
I think it was in the what's it called, In Search of Darkness documentary. I think they included this scene there, and they was like, oh my god, I have never seen this movie, I have to watch it.
Yes, and what did you think? You loved it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, it Tom Atkins.
I know,
and Tom Atkins is always a win. And then it had "Thrill Me" in it, and so I like this quote so much. I don't know why.
And
it's so random, but
they're
so
like
cool.
These like weird. It is. The whole movie's very random. Like it's very like they're like these weird zombie aliens. It has like a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah.
Like creatures, and like I absolutely love it. I never get tired of it. So, I don't know what more to say about this. If you haven't seen it, definitely give it a watch. It is ridiculous, but I love it.
Oh yeah, it is. I think it is similar. Well, not exactly similar, but a little bit similar to what's it called? Slither. If you know this movie.
I do. But if you think about Slither, it's more of like I find like a serious version of it. If you think about it,
not really.
Compared to Night of the Creeps, I find it more serious.
You did? Really?
Yeah,
I mean, it has Nathan Fillion in it, and I don't know. I can't take.
I do like him.
But okay, let's go back to Night of the Creeps. I gave it 9 out of 10.
So did I. Like, it's still one of my favorites, but it's not like 100%. Like, I mean, like it's a favorite, but to me, there's like obviously every movie has their flaws and stuff like that. But I still, a 9 out of 10 is a great rating.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
So, our final movie of the list.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm going to describe him. He is known for that iconic scene of the shadow crawling up the stairs. It is a very, very old film in black and white. Came out in 1922, and I believe this is your pick of the week. And he is a bloodsucker. And what movie is this, Dooney?
It's Dracula, Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. No, wait, it's Nosferatu.
Yes, very, very classic film. And your reasoning, you told me why you picked it, because it was German.
Yes, that's the only reason I picked it, only because it's German, it goes on the list, and it's my favorite. Yeah.
It's not.
But to be honest, it's like, first of all, I like this, how do I say this? It's not saying vintage, it's more like this really old style of movie making, because this is a silent movie. Like, you have text cards between the scenes, because there is no dialogue in this. And I think this makes this viewing, it makes it really a viewing experience, because you're not used to do stuff like this anymore, obviously.
It's true. Like, I've watched it before, and I was rewatching it the other night, and then you were like, "Oh, did you finish it?" And I said, "No." To be honest, like, it's a movie that you have to be like in the mood to watch it, because you have to like read everything and watch their facial expressions, because it is a 1922 movie. And I love this movie, but this movie has a lot of hidden meanings to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So, we know that this movie is an adaptation of what's his face, Bram Stoker's Dracula, which came out in 1897.
Obviously.
But so obviously they changed things a bit. But what I'm talking about, like the iconic and like the hidden meanings, because this movie came out in 1922, unfortunately, that kind of took place in between the wars, right? So there's a lot of this stipulation against Jews. So when you look at Dracula himself, which is Count, oh my God, what is his name? Yeah. So the way they dress him and disguise him, so it's got like the claws, the nose, the head. So the way they wanted to describe him is what they refer to as Jewish people. And another thing, when he actually comes into town, he comes in with you see like a swarm of rats. So that's a sign of also Jewish people and bringing upon a plague. So did you know all this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I read about this.
Yeah, and and they always refer to Jews as a disease-causing agent, so it's like a bringing up a plague. So you kind of had this movie, when you watch it, you kind of see the hidden meanings through it, right? So because it was a German expressionist horror film, so and obviously with the time being what it was, that's what they did. But at the end of the day, it's still a very iconic film.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was a different era back then. Next year, this movie is 100 years old.
Yeah.
And but I'm still happy that this movie didn't get made like it is in the, let's say, 1930s or 40s, because if it would have been made in or around the Second World War, I think it would have a way different meaning with all the Jews. So
of course,
it's good it's like this early, and the meaning was not this. Well, it is still bad, but not this bad as it would have been 10 or 15 years later.
Yeah.
But I still like this movie because you can still sense this creepy atmosphere and everything. You can really learn a lot, I think, as a filmmaker, from how powerful images can be without sound. If you do the lighting right, if you do the shadows right, because shadows are a big thing in this movie.
Of course, the whole iconic scene of him creeping up the stairs, and it's his shadow going up the stairs. That is so iconic, and everybody, even people who've never seen this movie, will know that that's the most iconic thing ever.
And even I have to say, even his whole the way he looks, not like, let's call it this Jewish look, but this like with his front teeth and everything. Like Dracula got this what's it called, the corner teeth in English? I don't know.
You're talking about like the fangs?
Yeah. Because he has more both the front teeth extended.
Yeah, more so than the other side.
Yeah. So this is a little bit different, but it still looks creepy as fuck, to be honest. Like,
it is.
If I would meet Bela Lugosi as Dracula and him, I would be more afraid of him than Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, they did kind of make him look like a rat, but I get why they made him look like that. Because this is, if you think about it, this was their assumption. I'm sorry to go back to it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Of Jewish people, that Jewish people look like this,
yeah,
but they don't. They're people.
Yeah, of course. No, but still, the whole appearance and everything looks really scary.
Of course, it is. It is a creepy movie. Even to this day, it's still pretty creepy. Think about it. Like you got this guy creeping along the shadows to come to you. So yeah. Otherwise, I do love this movie. Like I said, you have to kind of be in the mood to sit down and watch it, though.
Oh yes, definitely. You can't just throw it on and expect a let's call it easy to watch experience, because it really needs your attention.
It does. Oh. Now, with that being said, and this is your favorite, what did you rate this film?
Okay, wait, I have to count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 10 out of 10.
I give it 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good.
Like, I like it. Like I said, I love watching it, but it's like one of those where I gotta be in the mood. You know? And I still love that iconic scene. So, and that's all their movies, by the way.
Yeah. Do you have any other movies with N we probably forgot? I can't remember.
You know what? To be honest, I don't think there was like a lot of good ones that I could think of. You know. No, we weren't going to discuss the new Nightmare on Elm Street remake because I was not about watching that. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch this either. I watched it one time and it was bad enough, so I think I'll never watch it again.
You know what's funny? I dated a guy once who absolutely loved that movie, and I was like, that's over. I'm actually kidding. I'm kidding. That's not why we broke up, but still, he loved that movie. I was like, oh God, why?
You broke up with him because he hated the original.
Broke up with him because he made fun of Jason.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
I'm kidding. That wasn't the reason. Anyway. Good times.
Think, one movie, sadly, I didn't see it because over here it's not as available. And they just, I think, I'm not sure if they have released it on Blu-ray right now or if it's supposed to get released soon, but it's the remake of Night of the Living Dead from, I think it was 1990.
Oh yeah, the remake was pretty good.
But like I said, I never saw this movie, so yeah.
Really?
Not the remake, no.
Okay. Well, I think you need to.
Yeah, isn't it like from Tom Savini?
Yeah, I think you need to rewatch it, or not rewatch it. I think you need to. I will find it to you, and I will send you the link.
Okay, this works.
I got you because I am a caring person, even though you put me off as I'm not.
Did you just say you're a Karen person?
I said caring, but not Karen.
Okay. Why are you a Karen person? Did you get a haircut? I don't know.
Oh God, no! Please. Oh man.
Hey,
so
shut up.
You shush. So hopefully our next podcast, Tommy will be able to join us. If not, we'll just keep waiting until he can continue. Like I said, when he is available.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we still have a few letters left, so
a few. We still have the alphabet left.
Oh,
The rest of it.
and we always have. This is something I wanted to say as well. We always have watch parties as well.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can do a very special bad movie if I'm like, okay, I need backup because this movie is so bad and I can't stand your nagging alone. I need backup. So
If you could see my facial expression right now, you would be shocked by it.
Why?
Because it's this, what the fuck? Can't we just watch a good movie for once? Why does it always have to be terrible? Why do I have to suffer? You know, these are minutes of my life I can't get back.
Yes.
Why am I suffering?
No, but
Oh
like
my
I said,
God.
we are watching good movies and bad movies, so it doesn't get too tiring for you. And like I said, because it's called Watch Party, maybe we can get some special guest here as well.
Of course we will. You know what would be a fun person to bring on in one of these people? Polly Pocket.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
Because Polly Pocket doesn't really like scary movies, but she'll go and watch them with me.
Okay.
So, like, the new Michael Myers, right? Like, the Halloween movies. Her and I went and we saw the new Halloween together. And she loves Michael Myers. She's, like, doesn't like scary movies, but she likes Michael Myers better than Jason. She tells me this. But then when we go to watch them, she covers her eyes. And then, with Halloween Kills coming out, she's like, we're going together, right? And I said, yeah, probably. She's like, damn it. And I was like, I thought you liked Myers. And you watched the other one with me. And she was just like, I know. But the funny thing is, though, even though she doesn't like scary movies, she goes to every scary movie with me because I think she likes the thrill of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
she likes the thrill of being scared. But, like, every time we leave, she's like, that was shit. Like, we saw Woman in Black together. And when we were sitting there waiting in line to go in, we're like, oh, you hear screaming. We're like, this is going to be good. And then two of our friends who saw it before us walked out and they were like, it was shit. And then we went in and we were like, it was shit. So she's like, I think her goal is to find the best movie to really, really scare her. And I don't know, maybe the reboot of The Exorcist might. Who knows?
Let's not talk about reboots, please.
I know. I'm about that, but I'm still gonna watch it. So, and if everybody wants to know, Polly Pocket is my best friend. I've known her for like ever. So she's my Asian friend, and she got the name Polly Pocket because she's like 4 feet.
Wow.
Well, she's over 4 feet, but still, yeah, she's freaking hilarious. So I think she would be funny to bring into one of these watch parties.
Oh yeah, so we have to find like a movie that is both like scary for Polly Pocket and shitty for you. Okay.
And I'm sure we'll find it.
Oh, we could watch Birdemic.
Yeah, we could.
I'll put it on the list. I should put together a list.
Oh my god, your list is going to be long, young man.
Oh yes.
And I also got on my list end card.
You're going to suffer a lot, let's put it this way.
I hate you. Not literally, but...
Right now, and when we watch shitty movies, you do. I know this.
I know. But I guess that's it for our podcast today.
Yeah, next podcast is Movies with O.
This will be in June.
Yes. And what's the first movie with O that comes to mind for you?
The Omen.
That's a good pick. Then I'll take The Orphan.
You. I mean, great job.
No, it's just a random pick. I could just pick... I think there was a movie called Orphanage as well.
Probably.
Or we could watch The Others.
I didn't mind that. That's like a one-time watch for me. I didn't hate it. I didn't like...
Yeah.
We'll discuss it when we get there.
I just want to say, if we really pick it, we'll see. If someone else picks it, we see. I still have to find my favorite with O. That's going to be difficult. But yeah.
Omen's mine. because I like those demonic possession movies.
Just to see you suffer, I'll pick Omen 3.
I hate you.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright. So,
Alrighty
alright then.
then.
So I guess that's it.
Yep.
So until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.